Hello and welcome to the Six Figure Career Plan. I'm your host, Perry Underdown, and I am so excited you're here. You know why? Because I want to show you how to make six figures in your career. But more importantly, I want to put you on a path to a better life. I know that might sound a little cheesy, but I'm really into it because here's the thing. This is what helped me. I grew up poor, I grew up hard, I grew up in a trailer park, I didn't go to high school. Well, I did for like 2.5 years, then I dropped out. And my life was pretty dark and pretty scary for a lot of years, but I discovered how to get ahead, and that was a career in information technology. And you know what? It sounds totally cheesy, but IT saved my life. I don't even want to think about what would have happened if I hadn't discovered information technology. So what I have done is I have bundled up everything I've learned, which is a lot because I've been at this now for 25 years. And I want to share with you what I have learned and put you on the path. Now, I need to be clear here. This is very methodical. I take you through step by step by step. There's a lot of technical information in here. You're going to have to do some homework. You're going to have to study. But I promise you, if you take the time and you go through this program, you're going to be on a great path to success. This isn't cheesy. This isn't rah-rah, like feel good, self-improvement kind of thing. Well, I guess it is self-improvement because you're going to improve your life by getting a better job. This is straight up hard work, how to get a better life, how to get a great career, and I'm going to show you how to do that. Because the thing is, the world is a scary place right now, and you have to make sure that you equip yourself with the skills for success, that you can provide a great life for your family. And in order to do that, you need to make a good income. Did you know that only 6.5% of workers in the U.S. market make an annual salary of six figures over the course of their career? That's crazy, because here's the thing, the cost of living is skyrocketing. It's expensive, especially if you live in a major city. It's just really hard and tough out there to buy a house, to take care of your family, to pay for college, and to do that without stressing out all the time. And if you've dealt with money issues, you know what stress is, as a lot of us have. You have to make a good living. You have to make a good income, and that's what we want to show you here today at the six-figure income. Well, not today. This is going to take a little while. I want to get you prepared for that. But stay with us, be dedicated, and I promise you, promise, you are going to be really happy you did, because you're going to get on a path to a better career, which is going to give you a better life. So, the Technology Profession Six-Figure Career Plan is going to provide you with a concise, focused, and achievable program that will empower you to transition to a lucrative career in information technology. And we're going to talk about why information technology. Information technology is a big part of the six-figure career plan, mainly because there's so many jobs out there. And the thing is, you don't have to go back to college. You can get them in a really short period of time. So we want to make you successful. We're here to make you succeed. And I mean that, because this is really passionate to me, because given the way I grew up and the struggles I had, I have really been blessed and I've learned a lot, and I want to help others succeed as well. And that's just not a sales pitch. That's for real. Anyone who knows me, you ask anyone, I'm deeply dedicated to making sure that people don't have to suffer in the way that I suffered coming up, and that people's children don't have to suffer in the way that I had to suffer as a child. So I'm dedicated to helping others, and I hope that you'll allow me to help you as well. So, as I said, we're dedicated. We're dedicated to helping you achieve a rewarding, scalable, and stable career in information technology in the shortest possible time. And I think that's a key point here. We're going to show you how to do this in as little as 6 months. At least get started. You won't get a six-figure career out the gate in 6 months unless you go into sales, and we'll talk about that in a little bit. But what you will do is you'll get into a path where you definitely probably will make more money. You can get health care. You'll have greater flexibility. And more importantly, we're going to get you on a path. You want to look at this as like a 3 or 4 year plan where you're going to get to that point where you can make six figures. But during that time, you're not going to be wasting it going back to a 4-year university. You're going to be working. You're going to be getting certified. You're going to keep improving yourself. And you're going to be making that money that whole time. You're going to provide for your family, for yourself that whole time. So that's really the point of this. You're not putting your life on hold. You're getting your life started. Our program will provide you with a quick and comprehensive overview of the great opportunities related to a career in information technology. There's a lot of careers, and we're going to go through specifically 10 of them, which you can get to six figures in a reasonable time frame, much more quickly than you can in any other career path that I know, unless you go to med school or you want to be a lawyer. I can't think of another career field that's going to get you to where you want to be from an earnings potential as quickly as information technology. Now, I know information technology sounds a little scary, especially if you're not like a techie person, but let me tell you, IT is not just for developers. There are all kinds of jobs in information technology that if you have a little business savvy, or maybe you're kind of good at math or finance, there's so many different ways to work in information technology and make six figures, and that's what we're going to show you. So the goal is to help you quickly identify and train for your new career. So what we're going to do is we're going to start off, we're going to give you a great overview, we're going to show you how technology works, we're going to really dig into it and show you all the moving parts and pieces in a reasonably quick time frame. I don't want to make you think you're going to grad school here. We're going to get you a concise education on information technology so you can actually have a conversation about it. So when you're looking at these different careers, you really know you have a pretty solid grounding on which direction you want to go, what actually interests you. And we're going to give you those tools you need to succeed, to be successful. So a little about the state of the nation. As we were preparing this program, we didn't really realize how dire things were. We discovered some things that just blew our mind, and I want to share some of this information with you. So 15% of the population still lives below the poverty line. That is crazy to me. This is America. This is supposed to be the greatest nation out there, and we have 15% of our population living below the poverty line. And having been below that poverty line for a big chunk, especially my whole childhood, I'll tell you, really what it comes down to is lack of opportunity, lack of education, and lack of opportunity. And not everyone can afford to go to a four-year university. Well, we have a better alternative for you. And if you were like me and you were stuck, or maybe you got out of college and you really weren't able to find the career you wanted, no matter what your situation, we're going to give you that path. 51% of college graduates are either unemployed or underemployed. Do you know that when you go to Starbucks and you get your coffee, the odds of that person giving your coffee actually having a bachelor's degree is very, very high. It is so mind-blowing to me that we focus all this energy on sending our kids to college, and yet they're coming out with these huge rates of unemployment. It's ridiculous. And in 2014, the annual median household income was around $53,000. $53,000, that's crazy. It's expensive out there. And this is for a family of four, okay? This is two people working. Family of four, $53,000. However, according to the Wall Street Journal, now this is the Wall Street Journal, but they did a survey and they said that you need to make probably around $150,000 to have a comfortable life in the US. Okay, that's a big discrepancy between $53,000 a year and $150,000 a year. Big discrepancy. And that's why we are so passionate about trying to help you get to six figures. So the average cost of a four-year college degree in the US, I keep getting more and more angry about this. $105,000 for a public university, $105,000, and $212,000 for a private university, which is just staggering. And there's over $1 trillion outstanding student loan debt in the United States, which is crazy to me. So not just, hey, thanks for going to college, you've worked really hard, here's all this debt, and now you're going to be unemployed. Or you're probably going to be working at Starbucks, which is really discouraging for recent college grads. That's not exciting stuff. So why information technology? Well, let's take a look, because there's a lot of reasons why you should think about information technology. The median income for an information technology family of four is $162,000. So average IT salary is about $82 to $90K for someone who's been working 5, 6, 7, 8 years. You get two folks who both work in IT, yeah, now you're getting closer to that Wall Street Journal number where they say you need to be at 150 to live comfortably. And the thing is, you're working in IT, you're going to meet people who work in IT, it just kind of works out that well. And I want to really focus here for our female subscribers. There are not enough women in IT. And IT is very underserved by females, and you really want to get into this. Because if you look at marketing, you look at all these different careers that women tend to go into, they don't pay nearly as well as information technology. So you work in IT, your spouse works in IT, you're guaranteed a solid financial future. 39% of information technology workers don't have a four-year degree. I thought this was super interesting, and this is one of the key reasons I built this program. So maybe you can't afford to go to college, or you had to stop going because it wasn't financially viable. Or maybe you've been out in the workforce for quite a while. You can get a high-paying six-figure career in information technology by getting certifications rather than by having a four-year degree. In fact, those certifications are far more viable and useful because they're relevant. They're relevant to what you're doing every single day. And we're going to spend a lot of time showing you what certifications you need to get a new career that will put you on a six-figure career path. Every month in the United States, almost 500,000 IT jobs go unfilled. This means they're just out there. Recruiters, companies cannot find enough people to fill these jobs. Are you starting to see a pattern here? Lots of jobs, they pay really well, and we can't find enough people to fill them because there's not enough qualified folks, because folks are going to college, getting degrees in things that aren't relevant, and then suddenly they're working at Starbucks. Nothing wrong with Starbucks. I'm not disrespecting. I'm just saying if you want to get ahead, you want to get those skills, they're going to get you into those six-figure careers. And there's lots of them out there, almost 500,000. In fact, at the end of 2014, the U.S. Labor Department estimated there were over 2 million unfilled IT jobs. 2 million just sitting out there for you. And the thing is, we keep bringing in folks from other countries to fill them because we don't have enough skilled resources here internally. 1.2 million H-1B workers in the U.S. And I'm not in any way saying that's a bad thing necessarily. Companies need to find people to fill and do jobs, and people want to come to the U.S. because we're such an amazing nation. However, I would like to think that a lot of those jobs could be taken advantage of by U.S. citizens. We need to train up our country. We need to strengthen our country, and we need to be taking those jobs ourselves. Congress recently passed a bill that will double that number by 2020. There are so many jobs out there. We have to bring literally millions of people over to fill them, and we're not taking advantage of them ourselves, even though you don't need to go back and get a four-year degree. So for every IT job that's filled, there's 1.5 more jobs that go unfilled. However, for every open coffee shop, and I don't want you to think I'm picking on coffee shop folks, but I'm just trying to make a point. There are 30 applications for every open coffee shop barista job. So clearly there's a disconnect. There's tons of opportunity out there. We're just not taking advantage of it as a country. And as an individual who's looking to better their lives, looking at information technology, making that shift is really going to be a great path for you. A career in information technology, it's one of the fastest paths to earning six figures. I've done the homework. I thought maybe it was just me at first, so I started looking around. There is no other career, maybe besides straight sales, that will put you on a path to information to a path to six figures more quickly than you can in information technology. And I stand by that statement. Do the homework yourself. Information technology is that path that's going to get you there the fastest. And more importantly, you can start making money within 6 months. You can get a new career, put yourself on a path, get things like healthcare, definitely make more money than, say, if you're working in the service industry, and start your journey to that six figures, without having to put your life on hold and going back to college for 4 years. So, who is this program for? Recent college graduates. You came out, you got a degree in marketing or journalism or something, and you loved what you studied and it was awesome and you were passionate about it, but you just can't make a living doing it. It's time to take a look at some other options. According to a 2013 Gallup poll, 51% of college graduates under the age of 26 are either underemployed or unemployed. Well, that's sad. 15% of college graduates under 30 are still living with their parents. And why wouldn't you? You come out of college, you got all this debt, you can't get a job, you're working at Starbucks, you can't buy a house, maybe you're living with 5 other people, just to get by. And mom and dad are like, yeah, sure, move back in. Of course, you would, because, you got to get on your feet. It's hard out there, and you need to find a career path that's going to prepare you for it. And if you just came out of college, college probably didn't prepare you to be successful in life. It gave you a lot of great information, and definitely if you're going on to like law school or med school, of course you need to do that. But if you just came out and you were like looking to get educated and expected to get a job right away, it's probably not going to happen, and you need to look at alternatives. Veterans. I myself am a veteran. When I got out of the Navy after Desert Storm, I was a train wreck. I had no idea what I was doing. I had no real career plan. I had all this expertise. I actually had some pretty heavy-hitting technical jobs in the Navy, but they really weren't easily transitioned to the workforce. We've tried to create a program here that if you just recently transitioned or you're about to transition, you can start familiarizing yourself, work on the certifications, and put yourself on a path that will easily, or at least make your transition more straightforward and easier to accomplish. Because having been there, my brothers and sisters, coming out, it's tough. I know it. I've been there. It's hard. Your basic skills are not going to necessarily transition, and you need some alternatives. And that's what we try to provide you. And just as a quick note, we give a 75% discount to all vets. And if you can't even afford that, you let us know, and it's free. I just want to be clear. I'm very passionate about helping out my fellow veterans. And so, you know, if you're coming out and you can't really afford it, you let me know and we'll hook you up for sure. 30 and stuck. This is so common. I can't tell you how many folks I meet, maybe 29 to 36, who maybe did come out of college, got a job in an office. Maybe they're in some administrative role, or they're like accounts payable, accounts receivable, and they're just miserable and they don't know what to do. They feel stuck. They're looking for an alternative. 63% of all Americans polled by CNN confess feeling totally unfulfilled and underpaid in their jobs. And 64% of working adults in their 30s are totally interested in changing careers. If you're in your cube and you're miserable and you're not getting paid enough and you don't see how you're going to get ahead and what your future is going to be like, take a look at this program. Take a look at information technology. I think you're going to find that there's a much better path here. You definitely will put yourself on a path to more money, but you'll also put yourself on a path to participate in things that aren't so depressing, that aren't so mediocre, that you don't feel like you're not contributing. IT contributes. IT is significant, and if IT breaks, the company breaks. And if you were looking for a mechanism and a career path to really feel more fulfilled and make more money, IT is a great way to go. 45 and looking to increase earnings. This is a big one. People may actually like their job, but they just start looking at retirement and they're like, wow, I am not making enough money. How can I get ahead? Maybe you have a manager who's looking to expand and get into a higher paying management role, or you have someone who's just like, wow, I have to make more money. And one of the primary drivers for individuals to transition to information technology, again, is IT just pays more. IT inherently, over the course of a career, will pay as much as 50% more than many other professional careers. So, for example, take a look at marketing. A VP in marketing versus a VP in information technology, IT is going to win out. But even at the lower levels, even like at a manager level, IT folks will always make more, and quite a bit more. So if you're thinking to yourself, wow, I've got to make more money, I'm still in my 40s, I've got plenty of time, I'm going to be working another 20 years, but I want to really maximize and do something different, IT is a great way to go. Recently downsized employees, if you just got the axe, and hey, I've gotten the axe, it totally sucks. I've been there. It's depressing. You feel like maybe you're not good enough. You have to take a look at your skills. Do you have skills that are viable? Were you providing enough value to the company? You have to be really honest about that. And if the case is no, then you really want to take a look at getting skills. And that's the end game here. That's what we're really talking about, is having skills, having marketable skills that are in demand. And that is what a career in information technology is all about. Having those skills that are going to get you to a six-figure place. Because let me tell you, companies don't want to pay information technology workers what they do. They don't want to pay, 52% of information technology workers over six figures. But they have to, because there's not enough of them and they're in demand. So you want to get to a place, now that you maybe have recently been laid off, take a step back and say, I need some skills. And you need to get those skills quickly and get back out there in the workplace, because we all have bills to pay for sure. And this program is really going to help you with that. It's going to give you everything you need to be successful. And often you can get these roles in as little as 6 months. I have 4 specific careers that I've outlined in this program that if you bust your butt, you can get certified and get hired in 6 months. And I'm going to walk you through that in this program. Stay-at-home parents. Love stay-at-home parents. I have a lot of them. You're out of the workforce, you've had small children, you're not working for 5 years, they go off to kindergarten, you're ready to get back in the workplace. Oops, all your skills are no longer relevant. Or maybe they're relevant, but you're rusty, or maybe you're just looking to up your game a little bit and make more money. If you are looking to get back in the workforce, you need to get some relevant skills and certifications to show future employers, hey, I'm on my game, I'm ready to go, let me get back at it here. So stay-at-home parents, this is a great program for you. Again, we have different careers and career paths that will help you get ready and get certified and get a career within 6 months. So information technology and the six-figure career plan, it's your secret weapon for success. We are here to help you succeed. We're not messing around. We have given you the tools. We really want to help you get out there, teach you what is available in information technology, teach you the fundamentals of information technology, show you how to get certified, and then teach you how to get a job. That's what we're about. And if you're looking for that change, if the time has come, then let us help you. We really want to support you. And here's our guarantee. If our program isn't for you, if it doesn't work, at any point in 60 days you let us know, your money is back. Because we're more interested in people being happy and saying good things about us. We're not here just to get your money. And if you can tell by my enthusiasm, by my passion, nothing makes me happier than showing people a path to a better life. If you yourself have come from tougher upbringing, poverty, struggle, you know what that's like. And I believe personally that you have a debt to pay to help others as you've been helped in the past. And that's really why I built this program. Sounds a little cheesy, you're probably rolling your eyes, I know, but I really believe in that. So again, at any point, if you're unhappy, you just let me know and we'll refund your money. There's absolutely no risk here whatsoever. So again, my name's Perry. Thank you so much for joining this program. We're really looking forward to helping you. At any time, if you have any challenges or any questions, email me directly. My email is perry@sixfigurecareerplan, and I'll get right back to you and take care of you. So again, I want to thank you so much for joining, for being here, for participating in the process, and we are so excited to help you succeed. Thank you so much.